I'm Jamie Orr. This is Tanner Foust, pro driver.
In Chuckwalla.
Absolute middle of the nowhere desert, but a private track with a museum piece one-off prototype, which I can't think of a better person.
I mean, I've always loved the TCR program, and I know that Benny over at VWR developed an amazing Golf 8 that never hit the track. So this is my chance to see if it's the real deal or if it's just a loose, zip-tied together prototype.
Today's video would absolutely not be possible without, well, Volkswagen Classic for the TCR, but also SCP Euro, scpeuro.com, home of the lifetime guarantee on parts, Liqui Moly, Hanks filters, and, well, Tanner Foust. We really appreciate everything on this Volkswagen Classic. Alright, I'm done. Let's just cut to the track.
Volkswagen's history in motorsport is pretty long, pretty deep. It's a spectacular history ranging from rally racing, off-road racing. They were the original winner of the Baja 1000 in 1967, I believe. More rally championships in the last decade than any other manufacturer, and they've dominated rallycross around the world as well. They compete in road racing in a little-known series called the TCR Championship, which in Europe is quite big, in the US does exist, but it's fairly small. And they've had some success with the Mark 7 Golf. However, they developed the Mark 8 Golf with the help of Benny Loiter. I've butchered his name, I'm sorry, Benny. He told me it was so much quicker around the Nürburgring, he was sure that it was a championship winning car. He was very proud of it, very proud of the development of that car. Incidentally, he was also one of the people who helped develop the Golf 8, and I was lucky enough to work with him on that project, a limited degree. But this represents one of the design prototypes, I believe, for the Mark 8 TCR car. It just shows the capabilities of even probably a bit of a skunkworks version of Volkswagen Motorsport, just sort of doing feasibility studies on different elements of the car. But in its form, it's still quite a fast, competitive, complicated race car, even if it isn't the finished product that VW Motorsport would have produced. It's a rare opportunity to get it. And I gotta say thank you to Volkswagen Classic and for Jamie for bringing it over to the US and for saving it from the fate that most historic racing cars Volkswagen recently produced. That fate is unfortunately the Crusher. So we're gonna get a chance to do a couple laps in her before she goes back to Germany. And they're here to rescue my, thank you. Oh, my heroes. They're here to rescue me. Here we go. That 100% is what I needed. You know, you just forget. I miss Volkswagen Motorsport. For some people, this is sort of a museum piece, and I get that because, you know, it's been saved from the crusher, but God, you just forget how freaking good these engineers were at Motorsport. I mean, once everything is up to temperature, it doesn't even feel front-wheel drive. It's like the spring rate is perfectly matched with the differential aggressiveness and preload, so that on throttle it turns and pulls itself through the corner like an all-wheel drive car. Admittedly, at first it feels a little oversteery because the spring rate in the back is a little high, but man, once it's up to temp, it's so fast. It's faster mid-corner than that Porsche Cup car through a lot of these turns. It's mind-boggling the grip it makes. And with the anti-lag system, it made a lot of noise. It didn't, I mean, it helped a little in some of the hairpins, but it didn't even need the ALS, really. So good. So this is what I need in order to understand what engineers are thinking and understand what's behind a car is not necessarily its heritage and lineage. I need to feel the engineering choices that were made by driving it at the limit. And I know so much more about this car now that I've had 5-6 laps hard on it. I love what they've done here, and I love cars that are built for a purpose. Good times.